Hi, boys and girls, and congratulations and welcome to Chapter 5 of Math. You've done it. You've completed your Chapter 4, and here we go for our Chapter 5. And to begin, let's start with the video. All right, so here we go. Let me make sure that I can get this on here for you. All right.
The toy store is a fun and magical place for every boy and girl. Whether you enjoy playing with amazing toys, playing board games with the family, or playing the latest exciting video games, there's something for everyone. Today, my mom and dad are letting me get some new stuffed animals for my collection. Right now, I have 20 stuffed animals in my collection. If I get 4 more teddy bears at the toy store, how many will I have in all? Let's see. I can figure this out by counting groups of 10 and some more. I already have 2 groups of 10. That's 20 teddy bears at home. So, 2 tens and 4 more is 24 teddy bears. Yes, Mom and Dad said I can get these 4. I can't wait to take these home. I had such a great time at the toy store today. I can't wait until next time. Do you have a favorite toy store you like to visit?
Okay, so here we go with our continuation of chapters. We are going for today's lesson talk about numbers 11 through 19. Okay, and our question. Let's X this out. Our essential question for chapter 5 is how can I use place value? So the video gave us a little hint as to how place value will work. So today, for this lesson, I would like you to make sure you have counters, your choice, whether it's your two-sided counters or your cubes, okay? But you are definitely going to need your work mat number 2, which is from the back of your book, and it looks like this. It is on the other side of the part whole paper. So if you have part whole out, just flip it over and you will have it. You should also have some pencils, erasers, okay, ready for the lesson. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so this problem of the day we are going to work with is this one. We are going to practice finding the missing addend, which was from chapter 4. So we have 8 plus blank equals 15. And remember, to find the missing addend, the best thing to do is subtract. So 15 minus 8 equals blank. For number 2, blank plus 7 equals 13. 13 minus 7 equals blank. Pause your video now, solve it, and come back to check your answers. Okay, and here are your answers. The missing addend for number 1 is 7, and the missing addend for number 2 is 6. All right, good job. Let's continue on. We are going to do some math investigation right now, and they want to know how can we show the number 11. So I would like you, in front of you, you have your counters, and show us different ways you can practice, show your adult different ways that you can show the number 11 with objects, not just printing it, okay? But I want you to use the objects you have and show how you can do 11. Okay, so while you're doing yours, I'm going to show my ways of doing 11. Okay, so I will do this one with the connecting cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops, can go 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's one rod of the connecting cubes, and then 11. So notice how I have it separated. I have a group of 10 and one left over. Another way you could do it, actually this time I'm going to use counters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now that one's high up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I'm putting that here. So here I have a group of 10 and a 1 by itself. And then here I have groups of 5. So 5, 10, and 11. So those are a couple different ways you could show the number 11 to someone at your house. All right, let's move on. Okay. All right, so now here is an investigation. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. Okay, so there's a group of lizards in the desert represented by the objects here that are shown right here. Okay, and move the objects into the 10 frames to find out how many there are in all. So this is where your WorkMat 2 comes in handy. Okay, so as I move mine, I would like you to move yours. Okay, an object in. All right, because we don't know how many are here. All right, now remember, for some reason, I'm not always able to move my counters all the way down. It makes it bounce up. So let's see how we work here. All right, 1. Nope, it's going to bounce. Okay, so I'm going to make believe I have a 10 frame over here. So remember, 10 frame, there's group 5 on top and a 5 on the bottom. So let's count how many. 1, you can fill yours in while I count. 2, 3. Oh, look at one was hiding under there. The lizards are sneaky. 4, 5. That's my top row of my first 10 frames. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, 11. Okay, there's not another one here. Okay, so now this one here is going to go into the top row of my next 10 frame. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now it looks as if we have one full 10 frame. So we know that's what? How many? That's right, 10. And I don't have to count these because when a 10 frame is full, you know you start with the number 10. That's the big number in your head. And then we're going to count on. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there are 14 lizards in all. All right, good job. All right, so now let's move on to our next. Okay, here, slide. Show the number 15 in 2 different ways. All right, so that means that I can take some of these and just kind of put them around here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not too, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's kind of a messy way of showing the number 15, isn't it? All right, well, let's try showing 15 in the 10 frame mat. Okay. 1, 2, remember we always go left to right like we're reading. 3, 4, 5. Continuing over to the left, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we need 15. So that means I'm going to have to go into my second 10 frame. 1, 11, or actually I'm going to just keep counting on 11, and I'll do it here because again, it's popping out of there. 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, knowing what we know about 10 frames, okay, and that once it's full, it's 10 and you can count on, which way do you think it would be easier to figure out how many objects are either on the left or the right? Tell your adult or point to the side that you think is easier. I think it's the red circles too, because here's 10. We already have that number on our head. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This one I would have to pull apart and count and hope that I didn't miss one or if they weren't connected. Very good job. Okay. Let's go to our page now in our math textbook, which is page 347. And right here you see, if you need to, if you're not on that page for the lesson 1, then pause the video. And when you are done finding 347, page 347, then you can start the video again. I'm going to read to you what it says at the bottom, okay? You can actually pause and get a red and then a yellow crayon, okay? And you can work on it with your crayons. Okay, you have your 2 crayons? Okay, so they say to draw 1 toy in each box of the red toy bin. Okay, the red toy bin happens to be the top 10 frame. If you want to draw, pause and draw. If not, you can just color each box red. Okay, but I know it's always fun to draw. I would not be very good at drawing toys inside of this, so I'm going to just use some, let's see, some of my tools right here. Here's red. Okay, so it says draw 1 toy in each box of the red toy bin. Okay, so they want in each box. So here's 1. Say I'm just going to do this. 2. All right, I have a bunch of like red marbles maybe, or red balls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whoops, 10. See, I told you I'm no good drawing on this. Okay. So circle the group of 10 red toys. Okay, so here's the group of 10 red toys that I am circling. Okay, now the next direction says draw 4 more toys inside the boxes of the yellow toy bin. And you can color those toys yellow. All right, so they want 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now it says there are 10 and how many more toys? Okay, so we know there's 10. Counting on is 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so then I would 10, which is the red, and how many more did we say? 4. That's right, and 4 more. 10 and 4 more. Okay. When you're done with this page, then I would say turn to the next page for the see and show, please. Okay. Here is our see and show on page 348. Numbers from 11 to 19 can be made with one group of tens and some more. Okay, now 2 things I'm going to tell you about this. All right, obviously the 10 frame boxes, okay, fill it up and then count on. But something else, if you are not confident or you're not sure of the words that tell a number, that is something that you should practice as we work in math from 11 to 20. You should practice your number words, okay, a little bit every day. because there will be times where they are going, as soon as they start putting number words in, little by little, they're going to start putting number words more so into math sentences, okay? So it's a good time to start practicing them. Okay, so numbers 11 to 19 can be made with one group of 10. We see that here with the green stars, and then some more. So here's 10 and 3. More is 13. And 10 and 5 more is 15. So see how they're doing this? 10 and 5 more, 15. So again, if you are ever asked to complete all these blanks, you don't have to count this. It's a 10 frame. There's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay? All right, now here is some practice for us. Circle the group of 10, write how many more, then write the number. And see here, if you want help making some flashcards, my suggestion is on one side print the number, the other side the word. Okay? Notice 11, 12, and then you get into the teens. 13, 14, 15. Okay? All right. So 10 and how many more? Print how many more? That's right, 2. So if you're not sure, whoops. Now here it says 12, so you can look up here, and it's 12. 1, and then the 2. Or if you'd like to count to feel better, 10 is in my head, 11, 12. Okay, let's look at number 2. Oh, neat triangles here. Circle the group of 10. Okay, let me do that. I'm always going to follow the directions. Circle the group of 10. And how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I write the 4 here. So 10 and 4 more is the number 14. Now up here, once again, they have kind of given you a little help bubble, okay, to match the number and the word. Okay? 10 is in my head, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, you're right. The number 14 has the word for in it. I heard somebody say that. But not, if you notice, 15, 13, okay, the beginnings of those words don't have the exact word in there. Okay, it starts with an F for 15 and TH. All right, so it doesn't say 3-teen, it doesn't say 5-teen, okay? 15. So that's another reason why you need to be familiar with spellings. Okay, let's go to these. Okay, all right, so let's look at our talk math. How are these numbers alike? Let's look at the numbers. Say them with me. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, they don't end the same way with the sound of teen. We've already said that with 13, 14, 15. It's 11 and 12. But let's look at the actual numbers. What do you notice that each number has that would make it alike? Tell your adult. Well, I notice that each number has a 1 in front of it as being the first digit of that number. Did you notice that too? Good job. Yep, they each have a number, 1, as their first number. Good job, boys and girls. Okay. Now, for on my own, you are going to do the same thing, but this time, if you look at your cloud, helper cloud over here, it has the rest of the numbers, 16, 17, 18, 19. And so that's going to help you, all right? Now, be careful because there is one number that is not in the cloud. You may have to look elsewhere in your chapter. So for this one, circle the group of 10, write how many more, and write your number. complete that now, pause the video, and you can come back and check. Okay, 17, 10 and 7 more. Number 4. The answer is 16. Number 5. 18. Make sure you don't forget to put how many more in here. And also part of the directions is circle the group of 10. So don't just worry about filling in numbers, okay? This would be something that I would look for because it is very specific as your first direction. Circle the group of 10. Number 6. 11, yeah, they practiced that number from the previous page. Okay, let's look now at problem solving. All right, so Ben has the cars shown below there. Circle a group of 10 cars and write how many more. How many cars does Ben have in all? Now, just a suggestion. Do not rush counting. Do not assume that the first row is always 10, okay? Because that doesn't always happen. And also, remember what I said in the previous lessons, make a mark before you circle so you know you're circling the right one. Pause and solve now. Okay, so let's go and see this. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so circle that group of 10. So there's our 10, and how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now let's check our answer. Okay, 10 and 8 more is 18 cars. Okay, they chose to count up and down like a 10 frame, which is a really good idea. The only thing is that it is not a 10 frame over here. But again, it's easier to circle. So 18 cars. All right, let's look at number 8. Now this doesn't have any of that here. It's going to tell you how many numbers, and you might want to use your 10 frame mat to practice. Mara had 10 teddy bears in her room. She also had 2 robots. How many toys did Mara have in all? Okay, pause and solve. Yeah, she had 12. So even if you said that there's 10 teddy bears, that's the biggest number, and count on 2, 11, 12. Okay, 10, 12 toys. Now, for our right math, choose a number from 16 to 20. Explain how many 10s and how many more. Okay, so I'm going to use my mat. Okay, and I'm going to print the number here because my camera was freezing, so that's why I'm not shown right now. Okay, so I'm going to use the number, let's see, 18. That's my number. 18. Now I need to explain how many 10s and how many more, okay? So I'm going to put up here 18. Okay, how many 10s? All right, there's 10 and 8 more, and that's my 18. Okay, so you can use my number. You can try one of your own. Okay, and we will be practicing more of this. If you'd like extra practice, you can do my homework page as well. That would be a great way to practice. And in the meantime, great job, boys and girls. See you in math.